Ghanaian men are the most stingiest men I've ever met in my life. They are the cheapest men I've ever met in my life.
Really?
They are men who do not take care of their women, okay? Never in your life even think about dating a Ghanaian man. You will regret it.
If I don't have a G-Wagon, I don't qualify to go on a date with you.
That's true.
So do you still stand by that?
Yes, I do. Yes. I mean, you have to think about it like this. Like, if I can afford to spend $20,000 on a 3-month trip to Africa by myself as a woman, why would I want to date a man who don't have money? Like, what sense does that make? Like,
wait, you spent 20,000 in 3 months in Africa?
Yeah, I mean, I just got here maybe like a few days ago, but I plan to be here until August, and the budget is open. So yeah.
Wow. So you were not playing when you said you go get money, bring it back, and then you just blow it in Africa.
Yeah.
I'm just a chop lifer.
What does it mean?
She's enjoying her
Yeah,
life.
I just like to enjoy my life. I like to go to like different countries and buy Gucci bags and Louis bags and come to Ghana. I feel like I like to make money in America and spend it in Africa. That's just how I am. I go home and make 20,000, take that 20,000 and just blow it in Ghana and go back and do it all over again. That's what I like to do. But
really?
Yeah, that's what I do for a living.
Wow.
So that's what I do for a living.
You go do 6 months, get the money?
No, not 6. 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, depending on how fast I can make money.
Wow.
Yeah.
But not really blow. Everybody want to take it as blowing as like.
Yeah.
I like to enjoy. I feel like when God was giving out purpose, He said, Kadijah, your purpose is to enjoy.
Yeah.
So, but what makes a Ghanaian who drive a trotro and me who's spending $20,000 on just a trip? What makes you think I was talking about you being stingy? You're not even in my caliber, sir. You're not even on my level. Like what like that's what was my issue with. Ghanaians don't know how to differentiate that we all are in different tax brackets, okay? I'm not talking about somebody who drive a trotro. Like, I'm not saying you are stingy. Of course I'm not saying you are stingy. You don't have the money to spend. I'm talking about a man who's a man who's driving, I said before, driving a G-Wagon in Ghana and being stingy. I'm not talking about nobody who's driving the trotro truck.
Hello guys, and welcome back again to another amazing episode. And as you guys already know, this is a diaspora transition episode. We interview diaspora who transitioned or moved back to the continent and are living here doing business. And today we do have someone special. She's a real current guest. If you don't know her, you are under a rock. She said something. Okay, look, let me introduce her. She goes by the name Madam Ghanaian Men Are Very Stingy. Kadijah, welcome back on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be back. Yes.
The last time you were on the show, you were very controversial. You were trending everywhere.
Yes, so I've heard.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
Ghanaian men are the most stingiest men I've ever met in my life. They are the cheapest men I've ever met in my life.
Really?
They are men who do not take care of their women, okay? Never in your life even think about dating a Ghanaian man. You will regret it.
Do you believe Ghanaian men are still stingy?
Yes. It has been proven to me over and over again, so it does still stand. Not all. I'm going to say 95.9% of Ghanaian men are very stingy. Not money cautious, stingy.
Stingy.
Yes.
Now, you invited me out here in the Gambia. It's beautiful. Tell the viewers where we are now.
Right now we're in Kotu, Gambia, the smiling coast of West Africa, at the beautiful resort of the Tamala Resort here in the Gambia. So beautiful, so nice, beautiful beaches.
Yes.
Just a beautiful country, beautiful people.
But why Gambia? What are you doing in the Gambia?
I'm traveling as of right now to different African countries to see what country I want to invest in. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now.
So, but how did you hear about the Gambia? Who told you to come to the Gambia?
Google. Yeah, I learned about the Gambia on Google. I got here from Senegal, so I took a bus from Senegal to the Gambia because I have a friend here in Gambia who said it was nice, so I decided to come and check it out.
I like that.
Yeah.
Guys, where we are currently filming is called Tamala. It's a very beautiful resort. The scene here, guys, I've not seen anything like it, even in Ghana, guys. It's beautiful. The water is way cleaner. Not more than Ghana, but you get what I mean? Very clean. And if you're coming to the Gambia and you want somewhere very nice, exclusive, peaceful, check Tamala Beach Resort. It's beautiful, man. I also want to interview the CEO, so stay tuned. And let's get into it. So, if I don't have a G-Wagon, I don't qualify to go on a date with you.
That's true.
So, do you still stand by that?
Yes, I do. Yes. I mean, you have to think about it like this. Like, if I can afford to spend $20,000 on a 3-month trip to Africa by myself as a woman, why would I want to date a man who don't have money? Like, what sense does that make? Like,
wait, you spent 20,000 in 3 months in Africa?
Yeah, I mean, I just got here maybe like a few days ago, but I plan to be here until August, and the budget is open. So yeah.
Wow. So you were not playing when you said you go get money, bring it back, and then you just blow it in Africa.
Yeah, not really blow. Everybody want to take it as blowing as like.
Yeah.
I like to enjoy. I feel like when God was giving out purpose, He said, "Khadijah, your purpose is to enjoy."
Yeah.
So.
Now you told me behind cameras that you've in the US you've been to everywhere, Miami, nightlife, and there's nothing compared to Ghana and what you've experienced on the African continent. Can you speak about that a little bit?
Yeah, so originally I'm from America. I just recently went to Miami. I took my kids there in March, I'm sorry. And it was nothing like Ghana. Like, I feel like, me personally, like, my opinion is valid. I've been around the world, seen everything, and I feel like there's nothing like Africa. There's nothing that's beautiful. There's no freedom like Africa. The people are beautiful. The countries are amazing. Even when they're in their developing stage, it's just, it's there. And Ghana within itself, just the nightlife in Ghana beats out any country I've ever been to. Just the nightlife is it's there. Like, Ghana has it. Like, I feel like no country can take that away from Ghana. Like, the nightlife alone is like, chef kiss.
Now, you coming from the US and you saying what you're saying, it means a lot, for Ghana to be that place for people to come to. Now, for you, I want to really have a background on your story. The last time you were in the show, you really didn't give us a background, right?
Okay.
I want to really get into your life, how you grew up, and you know, to this level where you are traveling the whole of Africa and doing what you're doing.
Okay.
Let's go back a little bit. Let's talk about your upbringing again. You said a little briefly, but really the details and what you're doing right now, what you're doing on the continent, and where you see yourself in the next 5 years on the continent.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So let's start from the very beginning.
Okay. I'm Kadijah. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, but I live currently in Houston, Texas. Between Houston and Africa, and traveling. I travel 6 months, be in America 6 months. I'm a mother of 2. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and I have a 6-year-old son. I became a mother at 16, so I've been a mother like my whole adult life, and I think motherhood is the best hood I ever been in. I love my kids. I adore them. I just want to, as far as that is concerned, I just want to show them the world. So my kids, that's what I'm really about. I'm a mother, to be honest, more than anything. So I grew up, like I said, I grew up in Chicago. I got 9 brothers and sisters. Well, no, I got 11 brothers and sisters. I lost
from one father, one mother.
My mother has 9 kids, and my dad has 2 additional kids. So all together they make 11. Yeah. So I grew up with them. I grew up with all my brothers and sisters. So I'm still very close with them. But I'm the only one who has traveled outside of America. As far as like my that's really my background.
I want to dive into, like, Chicago is like a place that when I hear of Chicago, let me tell you what comes to mind, right?
Dirk.
Yeah, and then people like gang banging, and so you grew up in that kind of environment, right?
Yes.
Now I want us to go back a little bit on growing up in that kind of environment till like 15 years old, and then moving out from the Chicago. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, so I grew up in the south side of Chicago, in the projects actually. So some of the worst that the city has to offer. I grew up there. Me personally, I watched a lot of people die my whole life. I lost my father at 13 to gun violence. I lost every last one of my uncles to gun violence. Like, I have no uncles left. I lost a few of my cousins, most of my friends. So I was just losing people because
of gun violence.
Yeah, because of gun
violence.
Why
was it like that in Chicago?
I think the gun violence just come from there's nothing to do. Like, it's just a lot of Americans are angry. It's a lot of pent up aggression, a lot of pent up anger. Really nothing. When there's nothing to do, you create a problem. So I think that's what's the main issue in Chicago is like there's nothing for the youth to do. There's nothing to aspire to be. What you see is what you get. Most people never went far in life, so you have no aspirations to do anything more than what you've done your whole life, what everybody else around you has done. So that's why I think like the gun violence is the way it is because there's no opportunities there.
So you growing up in that kind of environment and taking yourself out to the point of you being who you are today, to be able to spend 20K on a 3 months vacation, how did that come about?
To be completely honest, I always knew my whole life I was amazing. Like, I've never had anybody in my life tell me that I couldn't do anything. So from a young age, I always knew that I was going to do something with life. I always knew I was going to be amazing. It was just a matter of time. So I never gave that too much of my energy. Even having a baby at 17 years old, when people was telling me, oh, this is the end of your life, like, I was telling them, no, this is just somebody I get to bring along for the journey. The show keeps going. My show gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. So even with that, like the gun violence, losing my father at a young age, losing most of my friends I grew up with, having a baby at a young age, having to drop out of high school, like all of that is a part of my story, a part of my journey, and it's just like, it's the reason why I'm here today. But the main reason is because I always knew that I was gonna do this.
To the point where you 17 years old is pretty early. What happened?
I was young. I had lost my father, and I was just looking for love in all the wrong places. I was trying to fill a void that could nobody else feel but myself, and I end up having to pay the consequences, having a baby at such a young age. And I feel like honestly, truthfully, my daughter was the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Oh, wow.
I feel like having her at such a young age really was like that. That fire underneath me was like, go ahead and do it.
So at 17-year-old, you were taking care of your daughter.
Yeah.
How?
In America, you can get a job at 16. So I got a job at 16, but the good thing too is my father passed and he left us money. So I had so when my father passed when I was 13, all the way until I was 20 years old, he set his estate aside where I got paid. Me and my sister and my brother, me and my siblings, it was 4 of us, got paid every single month from his estate until we was 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
so he set that up for me.
Wow.
Set that up for us, so I appreciate it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But you've been able to come out of that system of people dying to gun violence every day to where you are now. Let's speak on that, because I know mostly people are watching in that situation in Chicago. They don't see themselves coming out of that. But fast forward, you've done that, and explore places like Africa, where I know people back in Chicago, they don't even believe that somewhere like that exists, but you've been able to see that. Walk us through that journey of you discovering Africa and even believing that it's possible to invest here, because you've done some investment here. When it comes to lands, you're buying some lands on the continent. We will dive into that, but let's take it a little bit back. Prior to that, you said Google told you about Gambia. But what influenced you? What made you feel like I need to leave this country? I need to leave Chicago to explore the world.
Okay, so originally I moved from Chicago to Houston, Texas. So just even getting away from my hometown kind of opened my eyes up to there's more out of life. And in Houston, it's a lot of Nigerians, and that's who I first met when I moved to Houston. I met a Nigerian, and he showed me the culture. Like, Africa is just not huts and villages and this, that, and the third. Imagine you coming from Chicago, then moving to Texas and having a man just give you everything your heart desire. It just opens your eyes up to life. Like, it's really more to life than what I've been taught my whole life. So I met a Nigerian. Shout out to my son's father. So yeah, he introduced me to a life that I can never get tired of.
What is the life? What is the life that you
just enjoying life? He taught me how to enjoy life, how to give, and the more you give, you will get. Because he's a Muslim, so his principles in life is just being dedicated, being disciplined in life, and anything you want, you can really have it. So I think I credit a lot to him because he really introduced me to Africa. Like, he never took me to Africa, but he introduced me to like the culture. He was like the first African I ever like.
So he's
really
the person
met.
who sowed that seed into your mind.
Yeah, he sowed that seed into my man. Yeah. So once he sowed that seed into my man, that was about maybe 2013. But I still didn't. Africa still wasn't on my radar. It wasn't until 2019 right before the pandemic hit, I just felt something like in my intuition, like it's time. The time is now. If you don't make that, like I was working for AT&T, and I just felt like I was just going through the motions. Every day was the same, like making the same amount of money, going to the same places, doing the same thing. And I was just like, I know I have a bigger purpose, and it's either I do it now or forget about it. So in 2019, even before the pandemic hit, I was like, I'm going to Africa this year.
Just like that.
Just like that. I was like, by force or by fire, I don't care where, I don't care with who, I don't care if I don't know nobody, I'm going. So that year around November, 2019 around November, I was just like, I started hearing about the year return. That's when I started hearing about it. And I started doing a little bit of research, going on Instagram, but it wasn't too much out there that you could really research back then. So I still just was like, let me just buy my plane ticket and see how it goes,
And then, what was the first time touchdown was that? What country is that?
In Ghana.
In Ghana?
Yeah.
Oh, really? So your first country was Ghana?
Yeah, the first country I ever visited in Africa was Ghana.
Now, you coming from Chicago, seeing environments, coming from the U.S., infrastructure, advanced. What was like your impression when you touched down for the first time?
Honestly, I know it's going to sound so cliche.
Yeah.
But when I first stepped foot in Africa, I just felt like I was at home. I just felt like this is the missing piece to my puzzle. Like, this is life. This is happiness. This is enjoyment. Like, what they sold us in America is like, it's so far from the truth.
What did they tell you in America?
What we learned, like, growing up in America is, like, Africans live in huts. They hang with monkeys. They don't have electricity. They fetch for water. They don't have education. They swing on trees. That's really, 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 really...
Have you seen someone swinging on trees since you came here?
I see more homeless people in America. I see more poverty in America than I see in Africa.
Wow.
Way more.
Interesting.
Way more.
Seriously?
Way more.
Where in America?
Everywhere. Everywhere you look.
Describe what you mean by poverty in America.
Poverty meaning homelessness.
People sleeping on the street in the U.S. You're joking, right? Are you being serious?
Homelessness is at an all-time high in America right now. Ever since the pandemic, like the cost of living has skyrocketed, and homelessness is common. People are even choosing to live on the streets. That's how expensive it is to live. And it's not even about the expenses, because Africa is expensive. It's not having that work-life balance. So people rather just live on the streets. But homelessness is rampant, especially while living in Houston now. I say in the last year or two, like, so many people have migrated from California to Texas, and the homeless population is just ridiculous.
Wow. And when we are growing up as kids in Africa, and then we look at America, we think it's heaven. And then you coming from America and telling me, a Ghanaian guy is sitting on a beach in Gambia at a beautiful place like that there are people sleeping on the streets in America.
Yes, it's a lot of them. More than you'll see here. Way more.
Way more.
Way
so they
more.
lie to the people in the diaspora about Africa, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, if someone is watching from Chicago, from the U.S., send them an advice.
My advice to all Black Americans, I speak to them because those are my people. Like, what we have been told and what we have been sold is a lie. Africans love us. That's first and foremost. Like, they look at us as brothers, as sisters, as family. We might have our differences, but at the end of the day, they really, 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 really love us. They really love us. They really welcome us. And I just want us to come invest, have an open mind. It's not 100%. It's not America. Everything is not going to run as America, but that's the reason why we leaving. We not coming. I don't want us to come here and try to make Africa America. Let Africa be Africa. Let Africans do their thing, because they're doing it right. They're living life.
So
they're living a life.
What do you mean by living life?
They're enjoying. Africans are enjoying. They are enjoying, like, the beach itself. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can literally go to the beach, get you a chair, sit by the ocean, and mind your business. It's community here. I can come to anybody in the Gambia, come to anybody in Senegal, come to anybody in Ghana, and just, hey, how are you? I'm lost. Can you show me how to get here? Can you take me here? Oh, my sister, come on, come on, come on. You can eat here. You can come here. I will give you this. And they don't even have much, and they're willing to give you the little that they have. So my message to all, Black Americans is, like, this is home. Like, no matter if they say we were sold into slavery, no matter if they say we were captivated, like, we were also a story, and now it's time for us to tell our own stories.
I like
it's
that.
time for us to come here and see it for ourselves.
I like that.
It's time for us to come and connect with our African brothers and sisters, because they say African brothers and sisters, and it's really African brothers and sisters. Like, I really feel like y'all are my people. Like, I could talk to y'all, you know? So that's what I would say to them. Just come. Come see for yourself. That's all I could say. It's one of those things you have to experience for yourself.
Yeah.
People could tell you all day how it is until you feel it. It's a feeling. Africa is a feeling. That's what I tell people all the time. Words can't express.
So the video footage will not do justice.
The videos, people telling you, it's not until you experience it yourself. And then Africa is a place. I've been to Ghana. Tomorrow is about to be my 14th time in Ghana in 3 years.
14 times in Ghana in 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, what? I see the first video that what makes you keep coming back to Ghana like that?
Ghana is a vibe. Ghana is a vibe. Ghana is still up and coming. You can still get your foot in the door and become somebody. And it's just like everybody is everybody in Ghana. Like, you're no famous than me, I'm no famous than the next person. In Africa, money talks. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be like, oh, I'm a superstar, so I'm better than you. You could be a superstar, and this person can have the money.
Yeah.
The money gonna talk.
Yeah.
That's what I like. I love about Africa. The money talks. That's what I live too.
Now, you know, talking about money, how much is the glasses you wear?
These glasses, I think I paid me like $600, $700.
That is Versace.
Yeah, these are Versace.
Your earrings is Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
You're really living life.
Yeah, Gucci. Yeah, I picked all this up in Paris too on my way here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How much is your outfit?
I want to say about 5,000.
What?
Yeah.
And this just for the day.
And it's just for the day.
And
And all my outfits are actually custom made.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I can talk that talk. That is beautiful. You're
Yeah.
living your life in Africa.
Yeah.
You know, being here in the Gambia, Tamala. You know, it's beautiful.
It is.
And you know, it's hard convincing our brothers in the diaspora that Africa is not what they think it is.
Yeah.
You know, and then seeing you do what you do, it's impressive. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Now, let's just talk about, you know, men a little bit. You
Okay.
said let's connect, let's with our brothers, let's get to know. And you've been doing that, right? By
Yeah.
dating.
Yeah.
You've dated a Ghanaian, right? You've dated a Nigerian.
I wouldn't really consider it dating.
It wasn't
with
dating.
Ghanaians.
What was it?
It was more like no money was spent, so no dates was went on.
What?
No money was spent, so no dates was went on. So
Oh, okay. Now that's a language I don't
yeah,
understand.
what I mean is, okay, like you go out, you sit down, you having your nice cocktail, you eating your food. A Ghanaian will wait until after you finish, you pay for everything to say, can I get your number? How are you? I've been looking at you this whole time. You are beautiful, this, that, and the third. That's how Ghanaians are. But my personal experience, Nigerians, because I can even compare them to Senegalese, because I'm going to give them
Yeah?
to but I'm going to say Nigerians. Drop the money on a table. Call me when you done.
Yeah?
That's
So-
the energy. What you and your friends drinking? Where you about to go after this? How much your nails finna cost? How much your hair about
Or
to
the
cost?
first time meeting
The
you?
first time you meet.
So the Nigerian comes to the restaurant,
come.
see you eating, and just pay for your bills?
Yeah, I feel like Nigerians know quality when they see it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I mean, come on now. Look at me. This quality. And I feel like Ghanaians don't really like, they can't.
Okay, advise Ghanaian men again.
Ghanaian men, y'all look nice. I give that to y'all. The looks are looking, okay? Y'all be dressing nice too. But all the, like, lead with money. That's all I'm going to say. Like, we are in a stiff competition out here in this world, and Nigerians are winning. So if you want to play the game correctly. Like, for me, maybe you can approach a Ghanaian girl with, hey, beautiful, that's her. For me specifically, I feel like not even just lead with money. It's just like have that confidence. I feel like a lot of Ghanaian men don't have that confidence in
You think so?
themselves.
People said because Nigerians don't have confidence and they don't have game, they lead with money.
No,
but
Nigerians
Ghanaian have game, so they don't lead with money. They lead
Nigerians
with
have
game.
all the confidence in the world.
Mm.
All the confidence. So I've never experienced a Ghanaian with confidence.
Really?
They approach you after the fact.
Interesting.
That's not confidence. Confidence is me sitting with my two friends, you coming up, hey y'all, how y'all, and then approaching the one you want to talk to. Ghanaians
But
will wait
don't
till
you think
by
it's
yourself.
respect for the person for the person to wait for you to
No,
be
what
done?
you respecting? I'm by myself. Come pay. What you respecting? You ain't came to me and disrespected. You ain't called me out my name. So as long as you greet the people I'm with, hey, how y'all, you know, but this is the one I want to talk to, that's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, but maybe that's just how we are in America. Because you know my only friend is Deja. And when we go out, it's like
Let's describe your night out in Accra.
a night out and I cry. Okay.
Walk me through the process. What is
Okay.
it like that?
So I cry, it depends on the day for the time, to be honest. Like I can either start at 5 in the afternoon and
Let's say Dirty December.
okay, dirty December, okay. If it's a Sunday. Sunday is my favorite day. We could do Sundays. That's actually like a day party type of thing. You could do Sundays they start around 3, from 3 to about 7, 8. From 7, 8, you could probably go to like the Bloom Bar. If not Bloom Bar, you could probably go to like, what other places people go to? Like, I like Bloom Bar me personally. That's
Coco
my spot.
Vanilla.
Coco Vanilla, yeah, you can go there. You can go to Honeysuckle if you want to just chill out. But the party don't start until you go to like Bloom Bar. Then you go from Bloom Bar to Ace Tantra. Then from Ace Tantra, you can go to D Black Club, Onyx.
Yeah.
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 So that's how my day usually look like. Party after party after party after party. Starting around maybe 7 o'clock in the evening, ending at 7 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, so Ghana, you could probably party 12 hours a day, 365 days a year. Every single day, it's madness in Ghana.
Did you imagine? It was
That's why I be like, where y'all getting all this money and y'all don't have none to spend on women? We in the clubs every night, popping bottles, smoking balloons, doing shisha,
but
partying.
I had someone, a Ghanaian, said like, listen, I'm not going to spend on a girl that I don't know that I'm going to get at the end of the day.
That's the thing. I feel like too. Why do you have to get something from a situation? Like, why you can't just? This is how I think. I'm just speaking on my personal thought. I could spend on anybody without getting anything in return. The universe gonna bless me with more, so I don't have to get anything. I'm already gonna get it. I don't need to. But I feel like Ghanaian men feel like they have to get something at the deal. You being in my presence is the deal, sir. This is what it. What more do you want? You even being able to sit next to me is the deal. It's the deal. I can put you onto things. Like I don't have to sit. You can sit and spend 200 cities on me. Okay, yeah, thank you. And it doesn't have to be something like I have to go back and exchange
Like
my
transactional.
body. It doesn't have to be transactional because a week or two from now, I'm the type of woman, I could take a man out. It's nothing to me.
Really?
I've hung out with Ghanaians. Soon as we get the bill, let me pay. Because I have money. I don't need you to pay for me. I don't need
But
it.
it's nice if they offer to pay.
If you offer to pay, that's even better. But I'm the type of person, I will let you pay 2 or 3 times and then I'll pay.
Just to test him first.
Not even attached, just because it's like, that's just me. I don't mind paying for a man. I don't mind taking a man outside. Like, I don't mind buying a man a gift. I don't mind, like, if my man buy me a G-Wagon, I'll buy him a Lambo truck.
Yeah?
If we getting money like that, yes.
Wow.
Why not?
Yeah.
But Ghanaian men are not on that level. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you have to give me something right now for my money. You have to give me, I have to I don't want to feel like a sucker in my ego. So you have to give me something right now.
What do you think makes them think like that?
Because Ghanaian girls, don't kill me on this. I feel like the Ghanaian women depend so much on the men that it makes everything so transactional there. Like in Ghana, the women give it up so freely and so easily.
Give what up?
All for just hookah and drinks. And so since they giving it up so freely and giving it up so easily, it's hard for a Ghanaian man to see a woman from a different perspective besides transactional, because all the women think transactional. Like, I've met Ghanaian men who say, like, the minute you meet a girl, her school fees I do. or she finna get put out her apartment, her rent is due. Like the first day, like they billing you. African girls bill me on the first day. I don't have to bill you. You ban me, you spending 200 cities on me. I'm not finna call you and say I need more money for my credits. I have my own money. You wanna meet me outside? We can meet outside. I don't need you to pay my transportation. So that's what I'm trying to get them to understand. Like y'all can treat Ghanaian women like that if y'all want to, if they allow for y'all to. But for me, you gotta come correct. That's all I ask.
I like that. So by far, they're not coming correct.
They not coming correct. You think, I feel like you and that was another thing I felt like with the video when people were saying, oh, Ghanaian not stingy, we are just very frugal with our money. Okay, I can understand that y'all frugal with y'all money, but what makes a Ghanaian who drive a trotro and me who's spending $20,000 on just a trip, what makes you think I was talking about you being stingy? You not even in my caliber, sir. You're not even on my level. Like what like that's what was my issue with. Ghanaians don't know how to differentiate that we all are in different tax brackets, okay? I'm not talking about somebody who drive a trotro. Like I'm not saying you are stingy. Of course I'm not saying you are stingy. You don't have the money to spend. I'm talking about a man who's a man who's driving, I said before, driving a G-Wagon in Ghana and being stingy. I'm not talking about nobody who's driving the trotro truck. Somebody who's selling coconuts.
So you're talking about the millionaires. So they are the stingy ones.
They are the stingy ones.
But don't you think it trickles down from the below to the up?
I mean, I agree that it does trickle down, but
I mean, it doesn't mean that they are financially responsible.
You driving a G-Wagon in Ghana, you ain't financially responsible, sir, because the roads don't even work. So how is that financially responsible? I feel like Ghanaian men like to spend money on looking the part and not actually being the part. I've met a lot of them who have nice cars, drive this, drive that, and you go to their house and it's not, the math don't be mathing. That's what I'm gonna say it. And I'm not the type of woman like, you don't have to buy me a G-Wagon, buy me a piece of land and we good. Build me a house and I'm okay. But I feel like everybody in Ghana like drive nice cars, but they really don't have the money like that. It's a fake to me. You get what I'm saying? It's a fake to me. I don't know how true it is. So you say
they could be driving a J-Wagon and live in a one-bedroom house?
Or be driving a G-Wagon, live in a mansion, but don't have 2 cities to buy water. I've seen it with my own eyes. Have to push their car to the gas station because they don't have enough money to buy fuel.
But they drive a G-Wagon?
But they drive a G-Wagon.
Is it not them pretending they don't have money though?
No. I feel like Ghanaians, when they get the money, they spend it on the most lavish thing. Like, just to look the part.
Yeah.
Just so they could convince people that they have it. And then when people start billing them, then it's a problem. Like, oh, you're just using me for my money. No, you talk to me like you got money, you looking like you got money, you better give me some of it then. That's just how I am. Like, I talk like I got money, I look like I got money, because I got money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not a facade. The proof is in the pudding. The most of the stuff I do requires actual cash. I can't do it on credit, so the money is there. But a Ghanaian, no, they want to...
So if a Ghanaian man is watching and he's like, listen, I see this baby, what do you think they have to do to come correct in order for you to look their way?
Okay, let me stop saying you. Me personally, don't approach me at all as a Ghanaian. Just don't even do it.
Why?
Because the man, it's not even, like, I keep explaining, it's not even really about the money. It's the mindset around it. I don't like people who think with a scarcity mentality, who feel like, this one city I have, I never have this again, so I'm not gonna give it out freely. I like being around people who think abundantly, who like to share. People who like, oh, I like to scramble for the bill. That's the type of people I like to be around. I like to be around people who are not money conscious. And most Ghanaians are very money conscious, and I don't like that. And they are very like, me personally, I just prefer not to date them. Yeah. I don't care what tribe, I don't care what, just stay away from me. Yeah. That's just how I feel. Like, it's a no for me.
So, I mean, I now see the fact that you don't like Ghanaian men. What do you like about Ghana so far?
Okay, I love Ghana. Ghana, no, I'm not going to say I don't like Ghanaian men.
Oh, yeah? You don't like the fact that they're stingy?
Yeah, it plays a big part in it. Like, on a friend level, I could be a friend with a Ghanaian all day because they are fun people. They like to dance. They like to have fun. They like to go out. They like to crack jokes. Like, I feel like I relate with Ghanaians because it's like they Black Americans, but in Ghana. It really do. Like, I feel like I can relate with them with music, with fashion, with, different things. So they are very relatable, very, but I don't want to date. That's why I want to like.
A Ghanaian man is watching now. Okay. They're like, listen, whatever you're saying, they kind of like it. They like you. What do you think they should do to come correct?
I mean, in order to come correct for me, first of all, if you here, just don't waste your time. Like, you know.
What do you mean?
Like, you like, come on now, just look at me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Your outfit cost $5,000.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just, I'm speaking to a specific genre of Ghanaians, okay?
Demographic of Ghanaians.
Demographic, yes, that's the correct word. So all my fellow regular Ghanaians, I love y'all dearly, but I'm not speaking to y'all, okay? So
if you're regular, don't come my way. Is that what you're saying?
don't even waste your time. Don't waste my time or yours, okay? Because it's not going to happen. But for the Ghanaians who have money, if you want to approach me, Kadijah, be authentic, be yourself, like have confidence in yourself, be authentic. Ghanaian men, I want y'all to be a little bit romantic. Ask me how my day was going. You know, take me somewhere. It don't have to be somewhere expensive. I could go to Labadi Beach. Introduce me to something new. Put me up on a book. Put me up on a podcast. Something like that. Like, everything ain't about money all the time. 95% of it, but the other 5%, like, I am a regular person. Like, you know, teach me something. I want to know something.
You're not a regular person. Your outfit cost $5,000, lady.
That's regular.
That's not. That's 50,000 CDs.
That's regular though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's regular.
Okay, man.
Yeah. So just take me to the beach. You know, let's get on a boat. Let's go to Adad. Stuff like that. Like, it don't have to be like we have to go to the club and it don't have to be like that. We could go fishing. I like to fish. I like to, you know, go in the waterfalls, do all that type of stuff. So if you're an adventurous person, you like to get outside of Accra. Everything ain't a hustle and bustle for you. Money is not an issue. The budget is open. We could go out. We could chill because my budget is open. So I expect for your budget to be open. If we go somewhere and they say it's 5,000 cities, I got 5,000 cities to pay. So if we go somewhere and they tell you it's 500 cities, you should have your 500 cities to pay. So
now, you know, this is for the guys coming up. I mean, they are not there yet, but they have potentials.
Oh no, I don't do potential. So skirt.
Oh man, guys.
Let's scratch that one out.
Man, we are having an amazing conversation.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm gonna say I don't do potential because it's like, get there already. Then you can talk to me. It's like, that's like dating me and I'm still like in my potential phase. No, I'm there already. So why would I want somebody in their potential? You could be amazing for somebody else in their potential, but I'm there already. Why would I bring myself down to your potential?
I like that.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to leave her social media on the screen. Go ahead and shoot your shot. Man, you're amazing. You know, there's one thing about you that, you know, the last time you were on the show, I really had so much fun. And you're very genuine, authentic, very honest person.
This is me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where do you get that from? Is it people from Chicago? What is it?
I feel like Chicago has a lot to do with how I am. I agree. I feel like, because when people ask me, oh, what are you? Are you Black American? I just say I'm from Chicago. That speaks for itself. Like, it's a whole, like, language. It's a whole thing. I think that accounts for 50% of how I am. And I think the other 50% is just like, I always knew I was going to be this way. Like, I've always been this way. So I really don't know nothing but being myself. Like, when you don't see nobody else in life but yourself, it's like,
yeah.
What do you know?
Yeah.
What is that like? What is that to hold back for? And I feel like too, I don't make my money on social media, so I don't have to tread lightly. You get what I'm saying? I make my money how I make my money. I don't need nobody to make my money. I make my money online. So me not having to like be in front of a camera and tread lightly and say what people want me to say, I can say what I want to say.
I like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say what I want to say. You ain't gonna stop my money.
Yeah.
You could never.
Yeah.
Because one thing about me is, if I didn't make $1 million off doing one thing, I was going to make $1 million off doing the other thing. If I wasn't going to make it off that, I was going to make it off this. Because regardless, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be amazing.
I like
and I'm
that.
going to be good in life.
And they're just sipping martini at the beach.
In the Gambia.
In Gambia.
Yeah.
This is a fancy life.
Yeah. It's a good life.
Yeah.
Only the strong survive.
Guys, this is very interesting. And I mean, she flew me out to Gambia, guys. Can you believe that? She It's like, you know what? Let me just fly you out to Gambia, and I'm chilling here at Tamara Beach Resort. It's beautiful out here. Listen, someone commented in the video, and it's like, how do you just go back to the US in 3 months and make so much money? What do you do? They want to do this.
Oh, okay. We can definitely get into what I do. So,
Yeah.
My journey with what I do, like, okay, so I started, I work regular jobs just like everybody else in the beginning. I worked at AT&T, I worked at eBay. Like, I was always into customer service. So talking to people has always been my forte. So like in 2020, like that's when like the pandemic happened and people started telling people like to invest in stock market, invest in crypto. So I started investing into the stock market, started investing in crypto, and then I started like following people who do it and, you know, like that. And I started learning on my own, watching YouTube videos, learning how to like play the market. So that's basically what I do.
Wow.
I trade in the stock market and in crypto. So that's how I make 95% of my money. Well, I say about 80% of my money. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. I traded in crypto and I lost all my money.
Yeah. I've lost a lot of money too. So yeah.
So it's part of it.
Yeah.
But I gave up before you could make profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing about life. Like life comes with risk, and I lost a lot of money in crypto.
Yeah.
A lot of money in the stock market, but I just keep going because I know that eventually something gonna stick. And it took me almost 2 years before something stuck. Like I literally had to like go back to working. Like that's how bad it got. Like I was investing all my money. Yeah, I was investing all my money in the stock market, investing all my money in crypto because I was trying to get rich quick. You know, I was on a let me put this money. They saying do this, do that. I was putting my money into this, listening to other people, putting my money into it. I was gaining a little bit, but I really wasn't knowing what I was doing. I was just following the other people, and I lost all my money. And I kind of had wanted to give up at that point. But it was just something in me like this easy money. You get to travel while doing it. Just keep trying. And I felt like I just kept trying. I started educating myself more, started reading more books. I got off social media. I felt like getting off social media was like that turning point in my life where I had to like, I had nothing but time to focus on my craft and what I really wanted to do and what I really wanted to have. So I haven't been on social media in 2 years. So once I started focusing, I feel like this year was my up year. Like but to be honest, truthfully, I've always had money. Money, I am money. That's just how I feel. I feel like when money recognizes me. When money see me,
money
they want to come sit next to me and feel comfortable with me. Like money want to call my name. Like anytime money is around, I'm the first person it calls. Like money just likes me. Yeah, so that plays a part in it too.
Yeah, but you know, for stock market and crypto, it's very volatile. You could make $1 million today and lose 2 million tomorrow. Yeah. But I've seen you considering other options of investment on the continent. Let's talk about your investment on the continent.
So I have 3 pieces of land in Ghana. So like one of them is I own got like 2 acres. Like it's in Stingy Bruku. It's between Winneba. Winneba, yeah. It's close to there. So I have 2 acres there that I'm going to be building on soon. I have half a plot in Desome that I'm building on and making my own personal house in Ghana.
Wow.
I just came from Senegal. One of my friends, he put me on to someone who's selling a property for $30,000. So I'm thinking about getting that from him. And then here I'm in the Gambia. You know, I bought a small piece of land, but I want to buy a little bit more, like, so that's what I'm here for.
So like, investing in land.
Yeah,
I know, you know, people in Chicago in the US want to, you know, probably start something like that, get a land in the Gambia, Senegal, or Ghana. Do you help with that, anything?
No, that's not my type of job.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't ask me. I just
maybe you could help because, you know, people want to leave now.
Tell them to do it. I feel like, okay, look, I'm not here for that. I'm here to just enjoy my life. I'm not here to be showing people the way. Because it's like you could tell them all day that this is how it is, this is how it is, and then they won't realize until they see it for themselves. And then I don't like people on my neck. When it comes to people and their money, they want you to use their money and do their money a certain way. And see me, I don't like to do people money a certain way. So I'll just make my money the way I make my money. I can give you advice. I can tell you where to go. I could connect you to the people who I've connected with, but you giving me money and me showing you personally, it'll never happen. I don't care if you offer me $1 million, it'll never happen because my peace is way more important than your money.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm not a for-profit type person.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be rich regardless.
Yeah.
So I don't have to take every dollar somebody gives me. I'm choosy about my money. Yeah.
I like that. So let me ask you this, right? Let's say back in Chicago, you growing up, and someone came to you and they show you a picture of where we are now, Tamale, a beautiful place, and told you that this is Africa. Will you have believed it?
No, I wouldn't have. Me, 5-10 years ago, would have never in my wildest dreams ever thought that I would even visit Africa, let alone be here invested, let alone connecting, let alone loving the people who are here. I would never have thought it would be possible for me. With my mindset and my upbringing, never. Like I said, with just how I thought about Africans and just how I thought about Africa was just, even as I think about it now, it disgusts me that I even thought that way. But I try to give myself a lot of grace because I didn't know. I didn't know. But now that I know better, I do better, you know. So you would never hear me utter anything bad about Africa. I might have issues with certain things certain people do, but the continent as a whole has made me who I am as we see today. I really feel that way. I feel like if I would have never came to Ghana, if I would have never explored Africa, I would not be this amazing person that you see in front of you. I feel like you guys have given me way more. The continent has given me way more than I can ever give back. And I just feel like I'll be forever indebted, and I really appreciate it, like the open arms. And that's why I appreciate a lot of Africans not knowing about slavery, because they look at us with open arms and they look at us. They don't feel pity for us. They just open their arms and just like, if you want to come and make it, come and make it. If you want to come and visit, come and visit. It's all up to what you want to do in this continent. And you have people who will help you every step of the way. That's what I love about Africans. Very helpful, will help you. It might cost you a little. It might cost you a lot. It just depends. But they are very, they are really willing to help you get to where you want to be at in life, as long as you have that vision and that want to do it.
People are watching. Let's say they are convinced they want to move down here from US. Give them 3 best advice, things to watch out from, even countries you recommend them visit and whatnot. 3 advice.
My advice would be to visit first. Like, you could see all the pictures, people could tell you all the stories. Until you on ground yourself, you really don't know. 2, be open-minded. I don't like when Black Americans or people come to Africa and just shit on the whole country. Like, I do it even myself sometimes, because I be having to remind myself, like, but come open-minded. Most of these people, they don't know, so you can't really fault them for things that they don't know, so come be open-minded, be willing to learn, because if we knew everything, we wouldn't be running. You get what I'm saying? We knew everything there is to life, we wouldn't be trying to leave America so bad. So come listen more than you talk. They will tell you, this is how it is, this is how it is. And I feel like another thing we need to learn to do as African Americans is to adapt. We are not here to take over, to divide, to put ourselves here and leave Africans down here. No, we are here to build it together. And Africa will only move forward if we do it together. Not just because you're from the Gambia and I'm from America, so this is your country, but you have the land, but I have the money. So let's make it do what it do and make it a great place for all of us. Because this is really, like, I love about Africans, they tell me all the time, this is for you too. I don't never get a feeling like this is ours and we can give y'all some. No, this is ours and it's for you too. You can have some of it too. It's not like I'm trying to keep it for myself and I sell y'all a little bit of it. No, you can have it just as much as I have it. And those are 3 pieces of advice. And as far as investments in Africa, I feel like, depending on what country, I feel like here in the Gambia, if you could get into construction, I feel like they have a lot of infrastructure they need to work on. So if you could do something with that, as far as tourism, infrastructure here, those are some things you can work on here. As far as Ghana, it's like, you have to have money in Ghana. But in Ghana, like a nightclub are always, that's where the money at. The nightlife in Ghana is really where the money at. If you want to, Ghana need to work on their customer service. So if you have a business idea to, help businesses, learn about customer service, you could do that in Ghana. I've been to Senegal, too, and I feel like Senegal, they perfect. I ain't see nothing wrong with that country. Yeah. It's working.
You're being biased, isn't it?
Okay, if Senegalese men, if they could work on anything.
What about Senegalese men? You've talked about
Oh,
Ghanaian men.
yeah. So when I was in Senegal, not understanding no French or no Wolof, because they speak French, they speak Wolof, and they speak Jula, I think, in Senegal. So me and a guy met. We was messaging, like, every word he said, every word I said, we had to do this, we had to do that.
Yeah.
But money never came up because he already knew in his mind he was going to pay for everything. He already, like, you know, like, it was
so
like,
they're just like Nigerian men.
yeah, just like Nigerian men. He approached me with the intentions of, I know I'm a man, so I know I'm finna do this for you. And he didn't approach me after the fact. It was during I was having a conversation. He came over, introduced himself. Hey, I'm such and such. He ended up leaving the restaurant and paid before he left.
Wow.
And didn't get nothing at the deal because I was leaving Senegal the next day.
Well, what about Gambian men?
They just call me beautiful here. That's what I like. all up and down the street, they just say, "Oh, you're so beautiful." But one thing I could say about Gambian men, I met a man yesterday on the beach, and like the way he just flattered me, I just was like.
But Ghanaian men could have done the same.
He was just flattering me. He was just like, "You're so beautiful. I love your smile." Like I just was like, I see why the white women's be coming over here. The only thing.
Well, what do you like about the Gambia? I mean, you love this result. What else do you like about the Gambia?
Everybody is so nice. I feel like everybody I've met here in the Gambia are so nice. Even the women. Like I feel like sometimes when you go to African country, the women are kind of standoffish, and the men are more approaching. But here, I realized like the women know they beautiful. They know they amazing. So they talk to you. So
I like that.
I appreciate it. Like a lot of the women I've met here in the Gambia.
Tell people whoever want to come to Gambia, what would you tell the person?
First, if you want to come to the Gambia, be open-minded. It's developing. It's not developed as Ghana or say Senegal, but it's getting there. It'll get there eventually. Two, it's a very small country, so everything you need to do could be done in a couple of days. And two, it's easy and it's cheap to invest right now. So I feel like the Gambia will be Ghana in the next 5 years if the right people continue to invest in the country. So it's like if you feel like you've missed that train for Ghana, because Ghana is pricing people out where you have to pay $500,000, $1 million for something. And here in the Gambia, you could still be within underneath the $100,000 price range and build something. Even $20,000. I bought a piece of land for $225. So it's possible, you know. So I feel like if you feel like you've been priced out of other African countries, the Gambia, it's a Muslim country, and y'all know I love Muslims. So it's Islam, and they speak English. So it's a win-win. So I feel like if you want to come here and invest, it's a good idea. You just got to have that vision and see it through.
I like that.
The good thing, too, you could get a straight, like, I like about here is, like, you could go here in Senegal at the same time. You could kill two birds with one stone. Like, you have to get a visa to come to the Gambia and not to Senegal, but it's only like $100 to get a visa to Senegal, to the Gambia. So, yeah.
I like that. Now, guys, if you're watching this is an amazing episode. What we do is we interview diasporans who move back to the continent, doing amazing here, even visiting back and forth. We ask them about their life journey on the continent, even why they decided to, come to Africa. And we, normally we do this episode in Ghana, but today it's in the Gambia. So I'm currently in the Gambia. I'm going to be probably vlogging my life for anyone who is interested, in what I do. If I'm not talking to you like this, make sure to check out the vlogs. And where we are currently filming is called Tamala Beach Resort. It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it, not even in Ghana. It's beautiful. And I try to speak with the management to see if we can get some deals for you guys. So if you're coming to the Gambia and you want to come stay here, go check out the link in the description. There's I don't know how much discount, but I'm trying to negotiate. You're going to get a discount. All you need to do is to click the link in the description to check out this place. They have pool, some of the biggest pool I've ever seen. Every private room has a private pool. That's how good it is. It's beautiful, as you can see on your screen. Check it out. And their food, amazing. Okay, so one thing is Africa is beautiful, Ghana is beautiful, Gambia is beautiful, and there are 1,000 other places just like this. So make sure to check it out. Make sure to embark on a journey to Africa and come and explore. if you're a woman, you might see your African prince. So yeah, without further ado, before we end up, do you have a final message for the people watching you?
I just want to thank everybody who commented on my last video, the last video me and Hayford did, who, you know, wanted to know about me and was asking about me and for me to come back. Like, I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the people who have reached out to me, all the people who, you know, who have showed me love. I know I've said things that a lot of y'all don't agree with it, but it is what it is. I said what I said, and I'm not going to back down from what I say because y'all don't, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, and for me, as far as like social media, y'all won't see me on there. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. I'm just not a social media person. I'm more of a private person. If you see me outside, you can say what's up. We could chop it up. We could hang out. But as far as like social media, yeah, we're going to keep it still at a no.
Yeah. But then you do have a Snapchat though.
Yeah, I do have a Snapchat, but I'm not telling it to y'all. So
guys, I'm going to put it on the screen even if he doesn't give it to me. Well, so it's been an amazing episode. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah.
And guys, if you are enjoying this video, I need you to do one thing. Subscribe. Literally 80% of you guys watching this video, YouTube said you are not subscribing. I don't know why. Please subscribe, turn on your post notification, like the video, share to friends and family, and comment down below. Do you agree with what she's saying? If you don't agree, comment down below. Let's get the engagement going. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Let's say bye-bye to them.
Thank you for having me again. We are in the beautiful country of the Gambia. I'm so happy and so, you know, proud of Gambia for the amazing things they're doing, and I'm just so happy to be here.
All right.
Thank you.
So there's more videos coming from the Gambia. We are in the Gambia now. So if you don't see the Ghana episode, it's because we are in Ghana, and we are bringing you more entrepreneur stories and African-American living here in the Gambia. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yes, this is Khadijah, and you're now tuned into Webnation Africa with my lovely friend, Hayford. We are live from the Gambia. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to his content. He's an amazing content creator. This is only the beginning, the Gambia first, and we'll be exploring other African countries.